I'm fine, by the way. I got tested. I'm fine. Doesn't mean I can't get infected, but I'm doing what I can to avoid that, obviously. So I am back to work. My job didn't cover me, but you know what? I didn't expect them to. Most people lie about what they're going to do anyway, so that is neither here nor there. I hope some people join the chat. I'm going to be able to multi-stream chat. You know, there's a delay in that. But I will keep an eye on it just to see if anybody joins the chat and wants to talk. Thanks for following, Eric. He's the guy up top there, as you can see. I can't pronounce last names very well. Frank Adoro, Eric Santana, John Santos. These are people that like the video. Okay, so Eric liked my video. Thank you. The other day, John liked my video. Lisa liked my video. But Frank Adora and Eric Restore. I'm butchering that name. The guy up top. Him and Frank are new followers. Lawrence Treo. Tommy. I just really suck at this. Comeau. You followed. Jordan Ringham followed 2 days ago. I might be repeating some of these, so thanks for the new followers. Thanks for joining my channel and my culture. Hopefully we can get a vaccine and effective treatments together real soon so society can get back to normal and I can continue on with my hopes for this entire culture. Yeah, it's kind of at a delay, a standstill right now. It's not going to grow much except for online. And with the growing concerns of the pandemic, everybody's plans, everybody's futures are kind of up in the air right now. And I wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on, what the numbers are, why China's not reporting numbers, because they're not. They're just blatantly just saying, oh, hey, yeah, we don't have any new cases. Yeah, anyway. So, besides trying to beat that game before Final Fantasy Remake comes out, I just wanted to make everybody well aware of something they're probably already thinking about, already considering, and that is how every country, except for like a few, are reporting false numbers or just not getting the accurate numbers out in a timely manner. We're seeing results and growth from a week ago in the States, and they're limiting who they're testing to critical patients or people with compromised immune systems, high risk, and that severely limits the reported numbers to a great extent. So you could probably multiply that number by God knows what. You could only guess. And it's just a real issue. It is. It's a real issue now. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point in time our country starts reporting coronavirus deaths as related to other things, just to lower our own numbers, to reopen stores and carry on like nothing's going on before we get a vaccine. We're not going to have a vaccine until June or July. Everybody knows this. It's been reported on. They're working on it. They're testing it now. They have to test it. If they just release it now, that can lead to catastrophic, just insane amounts of deaths because you have to test this stuff. They jumped into human testing, which is usually dangerous, and it is dangerous, but you have to weigh your options. Like, a lot of people are dying, a lot of people are getting infected. And it's not a decision I would be able to make. I will tell you that right now. That's a tough call. So, but they're doing human testing. This thing is going to be out in 3 months rather than 6, if it works. Let's all cross our fingers and hope to God it does work, because we need it. And fast. It is really dire straits. People don't understand that. Yes, we have resources. We have luxuries. We have things going right now. Our utility companies, stuff like that. It has not risen to a... I'm trying to find my words here. It has not risen to an apocalyptic level as of yet. It has... Man, I should really script myself a little bit. Okay. So, if we knew the real numbers, it would probably be frightening. Outright frightening. There is a report. I don't know how true the story is, and I don't have a link for it, so it's just hearsay at this point. But once I find the article, which I'm sure I will, I've already found an article that basically, from a conservative network, a conservative publisher, okay? And I'm kind of in the middle. I'm just like, I don't want to hear BS from either side. But you just notice the trend. Conservatives are usually like, nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. Everything's going to be okay. Just ignore the problem. It'll go away. Where liberals are, we got to watch this. Got to watch this. It's bad. It's bad right now. It's always going to be bad. And then proceeds to overinflate. So they both overinflate in opposite directions, usually. Not so much these days. Like I said, a conservative article from, I forget where. I almost remember the name of it. Never mind. I'll look it up later. But anyway, they are outright saying, hey, China's lying about its numbers. It's reporting 0 new cases, 0 deaths. And they're basically saying that is complete bullshit. And it is. It's complete bullshit. There was another article that I didn't get to read that somebody said that China really does keep track of everything in their society because they're communistic and everything is kept track of. I guess a record of their phone service, the 3 major providers in China reported like 21 million people closing their accounts. Communication is vital in that area. 21 million people either means 21 million people died or were relocated. Maybe I could have wishful thinking that they just kind of relocated 21 million people. And I hope that number is overinflated, but even if you see 5% of those numbers being deaths, that's like a million people? 5%? No. That's like 1 million people. I'm doing math wrong. I'm doing math wrong in my head because I'm kind of like worried, but you know what? You know what 1/5 of 20 is? 20 divided by 5. Anybody? Yeah, it's 4. It's 4. So 25%, sorry. Wow, 25% of 20 million people. That's millions of people. It's sad. Okay, so if that article's true, turns out to be true, wow, this is a shitstorm. This is a shitstorm that's going unreported to the World Health Organization, which is also a human rights violation. And they did mention that. The article mentioned that them misreporting numbers is a severe human rights violation. Why do I have like this little thing? Where is it? There it is. I got this hair sticking up. My hair is just everywhere today. I don't know. It's curly. But yeah, it's an insanely huge human rights violation for China to be misreporting its numbers. And the extent it's misreporting its numbers is horrible. Alright, so that being said, since you guys can't see, I'm going to pull up the numbers here so I don't get things wrong. .info. Okay. Worldometers.info, their number has been completely accurate with everybody's reportings. You guys have probably heard of them. They're really good. So, yeah, China is only reporting very small numbers. Very, very, very insanely small numbers. Everybody knows this is a lie, because countries that have no reason to hide their numbers are reporting just hundreds of percentage times more. Like 500% more than China. So China is probably still number one. I will tell you that right now. They are probably still number one in cases, deaths, everything across the board. They've been lying from day one. Said this virus couldn't be spread to humans. Everybody needs to just boycott China right now. Now, sorry. In saying that, we're not going to. Our country's not going to. Alright, but what time is it? 12? Yeah, so not even halfway through the reporting day for this place, because this one resets at midnight GMT plus 0. So I don't know exactly what time that is, because I'm not too keen on time frames and time zones. That's when it resets. So it seems to reset between, I don't know if I paid attention to it, between 6 to 10 p.m. in the States. That's a big gap, but that's because I don't pay that much attention to how many, or when it resets. I just noticed the number goes down all of a sudden. Yesterday, the U.S. was reporting 19,000 new cases, almost 20,000 new cases, and 500 new deaths. Today, not even through the whole day, we're at 7,800 and 100 new deaths. That's countrywide. France either doesn't report until a certain period of time, or they just are just as stupid as China. Germany, still very high up there. Kind of questioning if they're not lying about their numbers in a different way. And there's multiple ways these countries are lying about their numbers or misreporting information. China is just outright lying. They're dicks. They're going to be known as the dicks of the world from now on, really, seriously. China. I don't even know what to say. The United States is not reporting cases by not wanting to be informed, not perpetuating healthy practices like getting checked when you're sick. We don't perpetuate that. We say, oh, we don't have enough tests. Oh, your work's not going to cover you, and that's not illegal during a pandemic. So because it's not illegal for them not to cover you during the pandemic, it doesn't encourage many people to go get checked, to go get tested. Because everybody will be out of work for at least a week. Because that's how long the test takes to get back. Now they're saying it's 7 to 10 days for the test to come back. So you'll probably be better, if you're going to get better, by the time you get test results. That is not going to perpetuate getting checked. People who are in situations like me, where you're a essential employee, aren't going to want to get checked, because that means they have to not work. And under most circumstances, particularly mine, I'm not covered by that place. I'm paid by a temp agency who never promised anything. And that's how they get around that crap. That's also not perpetuating the idea of getting checked. I did anyway. I'm with a high-risk person. I'm with a person of high risk. 2 people of high risk, technically. I am not going to put their lives at risk because of capitalism, of greed. Okay, this is a pandemic. Our numbers are construed. Our numbers are lied about across all countries. I can only guess how bad they're lying about the numbers. But a rough guesstimate, a nice guesstimate, would probably be somewhere around 25% of the numbers in the world are getting reported. Maybe 25%, a quarter, possibly 30-35% if you're really hopeful. Yeah. This is not a small thing anymore. It hasn't been a small thing for a long time. If you look at the 63 million people that will get the flu, okay, in the flu season, which is coming to an end actually pretty shortly here. Well, the peak, it's over its peak now. 23,000 out of those 63 million will die. 63 million. Okay. We've had what's reported in the world 600,000 cases, less than a million. And the recovery rate, since the numbers that are reported are the recovery rate. So 140,000 people have recovered from coronavirus. Okay. 30,000 people have not. 30,000 plus people have not. They died. The flu season at its end, when people have recovered or died, 63 million versus 23,000. 23,000 died. 63 million and some odd people recovered. Because you got to realize that, or maybe like 62 and some odd thousand. 62, 800,000. Let's just say that. Doesn't really matter because it's not going to go down by much. It's going to go down by 23,000. So over 90% of people recover from the flu. 90%. 140,000 people recovered from coronavirus. Over 30,000 people have died. That's roughly 25%. Roughly. A little less than 25%. So let's just say 22% to be nice. 22% died. So far. In the recovered cases. That's not a very promising number. On top of that, we're being lied to. I'm not trying to spread fear. I'm just trying to spread awareness. The governments are not on par with the people. People would just say what the numbers are. We're getting reports from around the world of, Italy no longer counting the dead. just, taking them. Somebody's counting them. I guarantee you that. It's just the way they're going about having to do things because they can't keep up with how many people are dying in Italy. It scares everyone. That specifically scares people who are there witnessing it. But more so, it does scare everybody. I think Italy and Spain are the closest to actual numbers than everybody else is reporting in the world. I do. Like, they have no reason to lie. They're getting devastated. Who knows what's going to happen in the next 2 to 3 months without a vaccine or an effective treatment. Nobody knows, and the numbers are never going to be accurate. Just be careful, be safe. I'm listening to music, obviously, because I'm trying to pep myself up a little bit. I still have to go to work in this. And I just heard yesterday in an article that over 2,000 postal service workers were infected with coronavirus. 2,000 United States Postal Service workers. Nothing is being done properly in any country to even lower the curve. You know how our country plans to lower the curve? The way they're doing it now. They're not encouraging people to get tested. They say they're running out of tests. They say our healthcare system is not able to provide the required testing. Had people in New York City, famous people in New York City, get tested, get charged like $9,000 for the testing. I mean, granted, he's got the money for it, but the person was still pretty pissed off because it's like, you expect a normal person to be able to afford this? And you're not even going to give me my test results back? They're saying he's not going to get his test results back. That's just ridiculous. Oh, we can't report this to the World Health Organization or the CDC, so we're probably just not going to give you results. Yeah. It's nuts. It's crazy. And yet you still have people to this day just saying, it's no big deal. It'll all be over tomorrow. And just go about our normal way of life and just continue on. I don't know. You can't make people do anything. You never will be able to make everybody do exactly what you need to. This is just the harsh reality of the situation. We all have to survive. We all have to do what we have to do. It's just a terrible time. It's depressing. People are making fun of actors and people in million-dollar homes doing podcasts from their homes like this and having breakdowns on camera because of what's going on. But if you even took like 15 to 20 minutes of some serious consideration about the time frame of the pandemic, the course of it, how it came to be, how so many people lied and exacerbated the situation. It may or may not have been unavoidable, but at least it would have been, it could have been reported more accurately. It could have been done in a better manner. Shut us down. Quarantine everybody. If we don't stop being around everybody else, and we don't stop. At this point, I don't like to say this because I don't like controlling governments. I don't like that kind of thing. But people are not going to do anything to fix this. We have to go to extremes. Every country has to go to extremes. Everybody's National Guard needs to be like put out there. Food rations, crap like that, doctors spread across the country. We all need lockdown. Until the vaccine is made. And then mass production and mass distribution of that vaccine needs to take place. Here they're sitting here talking about making it only for the rich, only for people who can afford it. And they're trying to make something that costs maybe like $14 or like $2 a pill to make cost like $14,000 to $20,000 a pill. Yay, capitalism. Way to shoot yourself in the face. It is a severe human rights violation to do these things. Yet you have an act, and the United States has an act in place that allows pharmaceutical companies to overcharge for things that are a rare condition. So what are they doing? Any kind of treatment or vaccine that's made for the coronavirus in this short amount of time will be put under the rare conditions because there's less than 200,000 people in the United States that have it, or that have been reported to have it, so it counts as a rare condition. And I know I'm just kind of randomly ranting at this point, but seeing all these things happen at or around the same time within the same season, it's just sickening. It is going to take the right course of action, the correct course of action to coil this, to make this go away, to make this manageable. I don't know what businesses are going to survive this. I don't know what countries are going to survive this. I don't know what governments are going to survive this. Our world is changing. It scares the shit out of me. Maybe it doesn't scare you. You can be one of those people that just says, oh, it's not that bad. We'll see. Time will tell. I'd rather be aware and left in the dark and acting too late for something that... But we were all forced into that situation. We were forced because we were lied to into a situation of having to react after the fact. It sucks. Alright, my lizard seems to be complaining about something. I'm gonna go feed him, check on him, and hope for the best. Hope every single one of you live, have good health, get through this unscathed financially, physically, mentally. Although I think mentally everybody is going to be a little off. But that's just natural in itself, so alright. See you guys later. Sorry for the weird sort of rant slash depressive talk. I just don't know what to do. I find myself every day worrying less and less about becoming successful in any way, shape, or form, and more worried about living day to day and knowing that I don't have 100% of the resources to do so unless I risk my life going to work every day. Tough call, because technically, if you stay home, you're not going to live for long either. This is life. You're always a little trapped, no matter how free you are. Nature is undiscriminative. I'm happy for that, and at the same time very sad for that. I need to shave. Tell my lizard he's an ass and shave. You will eat your food. I don't care if you spread it around the entire cage. You're gonna eat it. It's like a cat. I swear to God, he's like a cat. Nah, he's not getting away with that. He's gonna eat the food I give him. That's all there is, buddy. None of the pet stores have live food right now. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. So he's getting the dry stuff. He doesn't like the dry stuff. He decided, I'm gonna revolt. Like, dude, I don't have any live food for you right now. That's a sign of sheer stupidity right there. Now he's gonna complain and run around his cage. Woo! What you doing there, buddy? Yeah, you're eating stuff, aren't you? Because guess what? It's the only thing around. Yeah. Such a butt. What's that have to do with anything? Sorry, random thought there. I have people that want to debate certain things in my life, particularly at work and stuff. And I know they're just trying to be optimistic. But I think I've gotten way past optimism at this point. I'm a very optimistic person. I always try to see the bright side of everything. But, I don't know. I just can't see it right now. He's such a... You're a diva. Yeah, well, you want out? No, you don't. You don't want out. You want me to feed you again. What is this? Notice me, senpai? Nah. He's such a butt. I can totally show you what he's doing right now. Here, look at that. It's gonna make noise if I move that. Never mind. No! Can't do anything with him around. Okay. Refocus. I will eventually play some Dragon Ball Z today. It is what it is. I've been on here about 30 minutes. Nobody seems to want to chat. Facebook's probably not going to throw my video out, even though a ton more people are home. You're not famous. You don't deserve to talk. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, my hair needs cut. Look how crazy it is. I got aliens. It's not sticking up, but it's curly as hell. So I don't let my hair grow out. Dark curly hair. Yay! Listening to music. Nobody wants to chat. I can't believe this. I get it. Everybody's concentrating on survival. I do. I get it. Alright, so wishing everybody the best. Stay healthy, stay safe. And see ya hopefully when I play some video games just to kill some time. And back to work on Monday. Wish me luck.